Freedom Tower.
Okay, I'm going to start a video.
You're going to go
This
into Little
fine
Italy.
guy wanted to sell us a tour.
You're going to see all of Brooklyn. Okay, all of Brooklyn.
But you
How you doing?
But you can see that I'm doing a lot of history in New York. So, I told him I'll do the tour. But what's in the hand of the statue, the woman holding the Statue of Liberty? He doesn't know. He's doing a tour for Statue of Liberty. He said, it's a light. I said, okay, you got the torch. But in the other hand of the Statue of Liberty, got a book, and what's inscribed on it? He has no idea. It's the date of the Declaration of Independence. You should know that. He's the tour guide for Statue of Liberty tour guide. It was given to us by France, the Statue of Liberty. But it wasn't the Great Depression, but New York City at that time in the 1800s had a depression, littler one. So they didn't have enough money to build the statue. So for a few years, you simply had the torch here in the city, and it was never built. They had to raise money. They thought it looked bad. So eventually they got the money to put the statue together. It was a gift, but it was sent over to us as a gift by the French. So I'll do the better Statue of Liberty tour than that. I was going to talk a little about some of the history in New York, being I like doing history. But we were going to do the cruise tonight on the cruise line ship that takes you past the statue. I was waiting to do it then, but Empire State Building, I mentioned some of those things already in the post. But the city, it's on a grid, and initially a lot of people criticized the streets going all the way through. It's not, architecturally great when it was first designed, but it was made in a certain way, and you have all the skyscrapers because of the bedrock in this region, both in New Jersey where you see me, as well as here. So the rock goes down and you can build high skyscrapers. But the city, when it was developing in the 1900s, one of the main guys, or the main guy that was designed the roads and the bridges, was a man by the name of Robert Moses. And Robert Moses had a lot of authority because he managed to get funding through a lot of public entity without being an actual elected official, where you have to justify bonds and all. He had a lot of power, and his vision for the area, for the growth, was bridges and parkways. Now later, if you read a little on Robert Moses, he came into a lot of criticism because he had an idea to build the bridges. He built 13. He was the head of the Triborough Commission, Triborough Bridges, where he got a lot of the money to come in. But over time, he didn't have any accountability, and there was a very loved mayor by the name of LaGuardia, and LaGuardia and Moses together did a lot of building, and they accomplished a lot because his building was during actually the time of the Great Depression, a lot of those projects, and they had a lot of government help, but they did a lot of work. Well, Moses, when he was building a lot of the parkways and bridges, he went through a lot of areas, eminent domain, and tore up a lot of neighborhoods and stuff. So later, he was criticized, his legacy was criticized that he didn't take into consideration the local communities and neighborhoods. He ran roughshod over a lot of them. And I watched the documentary on New York City, and he had a lot of criticism about, the more bridges he built, they said, the more congestion he had. Each time he built the bridge, believe it or not, cars started going over it. That was a liberal aspect of that thing. You're going to build them because you need them. But the city, it prospered. New York City prospered at a time where a lot of other parts of our country were not doing well. And so right now I'm just kind of doing a little walk with the kids. We're in. Oh, look, you got the.
Dad's like.
You got like the painted strippers or whatever you call it. I've never seen them before actually, but so we didn't do our cruise. Instead, we're just walking through the city, and it's kind of nice. So I'm doing a little quick thing like this. I hope you like all the pictures I blasted you guys with. Now these are my kids. They're all walking Patrick's in the back. I'll probably upload this thing right now, real time.